What are you hoping
Let's
to chat
start.
about today?
Okay, let's start. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to another inspiring and powerful Packet live stream. I am your host Asfa Munir, and today we are diving into one of the most essential skill of the modern world: creativity in problem solving. Whether you are a student, a professional, an entrepreneur, or simply someone navigating life's challenges, creativity is the secret ingredient that turns obstacles into opportunities. Today's conversation is designed to spark ideas, unlock new thinking, and help you understanding how creativity can transform the way you solve. We have,
Sounds
we have Maya with us in this session. Let's discuss this topic with Maya. Hello, Maya. Welcome to our live session.
hey, glad to be here. Creativity, huh? Seems like everyone's talking about it.
Okay, Maya.
What
Let's
specifically about it?
okay, Maya. Let's begin unfolding this powerful topic with some deep and meaningful questions. My first question is, what does creativity actually mean when we talk about problem solving?
Hmm, that's a good place to start. For me, when it comes to problem solving, creativity isn't about painting or writing poetry, though it can be. It's more about flexibility, like being able to look at a problem from a bunch of different angles and not getting stuck on the first solution that comes to mind. It's about making connections between things that don't normally go together. What do you think?
My next question is, why do you think creativity is becoming more important in today's fast changing world?
Mm, well, things are changing so fast, right? What worked yesterday might be totally obsolete tomorrow. So relying on the same old solutions just won't cut it. Creativity allows you to adapt. It's about being able to invent new solutions, new approaches, even new problems to solve. It's less about knowing all the answers and more about being able to figure things out as you go. Does that resonate?
Okay, why do you think creativity is becoming more important in today's fast uh, changing
Oops,
world?
Tuesday.
Once again, okay, how
Okay,
does creativity thinking change the way we approach a difficult challenge?
okay. So when things get tough, I think creativity shifts your mindset. Instead of brick wall, you start seeing a pile of bricks. You start thinking about how you could rearrange them, go over them, around them, or even build something new with them. It stops being about the impossibility of the challenge and more about the possibilities within it. It's a little reframing, you know? Do you find that to be true?
Okay, can creativity be learned, or is it something a person must be born with?
That's a good question. I definitely think it can be learned, or more accurately, strengthened, like a muscle. Some people might start with more natural talent, but everyone can improve their creative thinking with practice. It's about learning techniques, breaking old habits, and giving yourself the space to experiment. What are your thoughts? Do you think some people are just born creative?
Okay, Maya, what are some common barriers that block creativity thinking, and how can we overcome them?
Oh, plenty. I think one of the biggest is fear of failure. If you're afraid to look silly or make a mistake, you're less likely to take risks and try new things. Another one is just getting stuck in routines, doing things the way you've always done them to overcome them. I think it's about creating a safe space for yourself to experiment where it's okay to fail and actively seeking out new experiences, new perspectives. Maybe try a different route to work, read a book outside your usual genre, or just talk to someone you wouldn't normally talk to. What do you think helps break
Okay,
those
how
barriers
does
down?
stepping out of your comfort zone enhance creativity?
Totally. I mean, comfort is the enemy of creativity, right? When you're comfortable, you're not challenged, you're not forced to think differently. Stepping outside that zone is basically like giving your brain a workout. It's uncomfortable at first, but it builds that creative muscle. You've got a lot of experience with this, leading these discussions. Do you notice that yourself?
Okay, Maya, in your experience, what role does curiosity play in generating creativity solutions?
Huge. Curiosity is like the engine that drives creativity. If you're not curious, you're not asking what if or why not. You're just accepting things as they are. Curiosity pushes you to explore, to question, to dig deeper. It's about being open to new information and new perspectives, even if they challenge your existing beliefs. That's where a lot of those unexpected connections come from. Do you think that's true?
Okay, how does failure or experimentation contribute to creative problem solving?
That's a big one. I think a lot of people see failure as the opposite of success, but really it's just information. Like, okay, that didn't work. What can I learn from it? Every failed experiment gets you closer to a solution because it narrows down the possibilities. Plus, it builds resilience. If you're not afraid to fail, you're more likely to keep trying different approaches. It's about reframing failure not as a setback, but as a learning opportunity. What's been your experience with that?
Okay, what techniques or exercise can help people become more creative in their thinking?
Ooh, lots. Brainstorming is the classic, obviously, but I also like techniques like mind mapping, where you visually connect different ideas, or scamper, substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to other uses, eliminate, reverse. It's a checklist that forces you to think about a problem from different angles. Even just free writing, where you write whatever comes to mind without censoring yourself, can be really helpful. It's about loosening up those mental constraints. Have you tried any of those, or do you
Okay,
have any favorites? And
in
hey, if you're
stressful
looking for something
situations,
simple,
okay, in stressful situations, how can we activate creativity instead of panic?
that's a really good question because stress can totally shut down creative thinking. I think the key is to have some go to techniques you can use to quickly calm yourself down and shift your mindset. Things like deep breathing exercises or the 5 to 4, 3 to 2, 1 grounding method can be really effective. Once you're a little calmer, you can try reframing the situation as a challenge rather than a threat. And remind yourself that creativity thrives under pressure sometimes. It's almost like the more constrained you are, the more resourceful you have to be. Does that make sense?
Okay, what is the connection between creative confidence and strong decisions making?
That's a great connection to make. I think creativity actually builds confidence. When you come up with a novel solution or find a new way to approach a problem, it gives you a sense of agency and control. And that confidence in turn makes you a stronger decision maker. You're less likely to second guess yourself and more likely to trust your intuition. It becomes this positive cycle where creativity fuels confidence and confidence fuels better decisions. Do you see it that way?
Okay, Maya, what final piece of advice would you give to someone who wants to strengthen their creative mindset?
If I had to pick one thing, be playful. Seriously, don't take yourself too seriously. Allow yourself to experiment, to make mistakes, to just mess around with ideas. Creativity thrives in an environment of playfulness and curiosity. And don't worry about coming up with good ideas, just focus on coming up with lots of ideas. The quality will follow. And maybe try journaling. Just getting your thoughts down on paper can be surprisingly freeing.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya. This has been an incredible, insightful discussion. Creativity is not just about thinking differently, it is about believing that every challenge carries a hidden solution. When we open our minds, question the usual patterns, and allow ourselves to ma- imagine, imagine, imagine beyond the ordinary, we unlock a world of limitless possibilities. Thank you all for joining today's live stream. Keep learning, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep creating. This is Asfa Munir signing off. See you in the next session with another powerful topic. Until then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you, Maya.
Oh, all right. Have a good one.